welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Natalie and we are going to continue with the series of rebuilding the entire town. We are still in New Crest. It takes a little bit of time to go through all the neighborhoods. And this is the tiny home community. And this time we are building... At first I wanted to build a library, but we went with a store, a bookstore. Because I thought, what is better than a good place to read? And that is a good place to read where you can also buy the books that you like to read. I mean, what else could you want? And I wanted to build a bit of a modern kind of building, but also wanted to keep it small so that it fits in with the community of the tiny homes. So we're using big windows to bring in a lot of light, and we're opening up the space above so that we can have a beautiful roof with glass so that there's a lot of light coming in, so it's warm and cozy. Here we're just trying to figure out where the stairs is going to be because we also need a bathroom, and then I figured it would be a little bit awkward if the window to the bathroom would be giant. And then there's this little awkward space there that's just like, yeah, I'm just going to exist here. Just a floating piece of roof in the middle of a room. But we're going to end up putting a plant there so that it's not as awkward. And what I love most about this is the garden. We're not going to do that until the end, but oh, the garden. I love the garden. It's just a whole trip that you can take here with a beautiful garden that you can visit. It's chef's kiss. I really love it. And of course you need a good bookstore. I plan to fill these communities not only with new houses, with new homes, but also with some great community lots. So this is a lot with only one store, but we are going to do some store community lots with more stores, so like 3 or 4 different types, like clothing, bakery. So because there are not so many lots in a lot of the neighborhoods, but we want to fit in as much as we can. And of course it's just going to count as one store, but we can make separate buildings. It will work. And of course I couldn't put a light down there in the middle because there's no ceiling there, because it's an open plan in the middle. And this is just a really simple bathroom because I just think it's necessary. If you visit here with your Sims and you want to spend the day here, then of course you're going to want a bathroom there. It's quite necessary. And just sucks that they don't actually use the register. I just wish that they would have brought that back from The Sims 2. And up here there's just a little area where you can sit and relax and just read a book or 2 or 5, whatever you please. Up here we just kept it really simple with a lot of plants to make it feel alive, as we always do. And a little sitting area outside where you can also just enjoy a good book. There are many book nooks. And now we're going to get to the garden. I absolutely love it. It's the best thing ever. Not to toot my own horn, but it's really cool. And I was just kind of figuring out like, okay, I don't want to keep using the same plants in every single garden, in every single build that we're going to do. And we use a lot of plants. So I've rediscovered some of the plants that I never really use because I use a lot of CC. But we have some nice plants from the game itself that we're going to use. Of course, a little coffee. I have no idea if this works, but I wanted a coffee bar or something at least that you can eat. And I wanted to have that little outside thing. So they will have to make it work. I don't know how, but they have to. And we have a little gaming table and a chess table so that your Sims can actually have a day out here. So that they have stuff to do. A little garden so that you can, not a little garden, a little playground so that you can also bring your children and they can have fun. Of course we're going in with the basic plants that are just mostly filler, but so helpful to make it a garden can really come alive. I wouldn't know what I would do without these plants. And somewhere here I'm going to discover the back of the romantic garden, and we're going to use a lot of statues, all the statues I think, almost all the statues and a lot of the flowers from the back. Bring in a lot of color. I was using these. These were the first ones that I rediscovered, and I was like, okay, how am I going to make this work? Because look at the plants, look at the colors. It's like they are too pretty to not include. So I'll just work my way around it. And then we brought in so much color. It got so pretty and so many big plants. Resizing them, and I love it. I'm just really happy that I'm not a groundskeeper and that I don't have to take care of all these plants. Let's just say that. Hey Lucas. Yeah, Lucas was a bad boy today. He killed a mouse. A cute little mouse. I was about to water my plants outside at my home. And he was like, there was a little mouse sitting inside or in front of the front door. And I told the mouse, like, don't come near our house again because we have cats and they're going to eat you and I don't want that for you. And then, after I was done, you, Mr. Lubas, grabbed the mouse. So nasty of you to do. It's just a little statue garden that we made here outside. I wanted to include as much as possible, so of course we had to add the well. I just really love this garden. I would love to walk around here. Just imagine all the insects here. Sorry if you have a phobia for them, but they have to live somewhere as well. And look at how these plants just really make it come alive. So that is why I really enjoyed this build, not because of the inside, but because of the outside, and rediscovering these plants and just using them many times. They made some builds that I do in the future that you're going to see in a couple of days come alive more and just make it feel more random and less planted, I guess. Maybe that's what I mean. But I had so much fun with this garden. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to give you some slow shots of what we've done. And I want to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you hopefully in the next video. Goodbye.